It was the first day of school, and Jimmy was ready to make it legendary. He had new sneakers that squeaked on the hallway floor, a backpack that didn't smell like last year's forgotten banana, and the best thing of all, the lunch. His mom had packed him the ultimate first-day meal, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, perfectly cut into triangles, a bag of crunchy chips, and a juice box colder than the Arctic. Jimmy felt unstoppable. By the time the lunch bell rang, Jimmy was starving. He strutted into the cafeteria like a king entering his royal dining hall. He sat down at the table, pulled out his lunchbox, and opened it dramatically, like he was revealing treasure. Except the sandwich was gone. Not just gone, vanished. In its place was a single carrot. Jimmy stared at it. "What is this?" He held it up like it was evidence in a crime scene. Lisa, his best friend since kindergarten, looked horrified. "Oh no, he's back!" Jimmy squinted. "Who's back?" Lisa leaned in, whispering like a secret agent. "The lunch bandit. He only strikes on the first day of school. No one knows who he is. No one's ever caught him." Jimmy laughed. "A lunch bandit? Really?" Lisa nodded seriously. "Last year, he stole Tommy's pizza and left behind a single broccoli floret." Jimmy nearly fainted. "Broccoli? That's just evil." Lisa crossed her arms. "You should be careful. The bandit is sneaky. Some say he can vanish into thin air." Jimmy looked at the carrot again. It had bite marks. His sandwich had been replaced by a half-eaten carrot. "This means war," Jimmy muttered. That night, Jimmy turned into a detective. He grabbed a notepad and wrote suspect list at the top. 1. Mr. Thompson, the janitor, always smells like mystery meat. Suspicious. 2. Lily Parker, the new girl. New kids are always hiding something. 3. Principal Harris. Her giant purse could definitely hide a sandwich. The next morning, Jimmy walked into school with a plan. He packed another perfect peanut butter sandwich and a note. At lunch, Jimmy placed his lunchbox in the same spot as yesterday. Then he and Lisa hid behind a trash can, peeking over the edge like spies. 5 minutes passed. Nothing. 10 minutes. Still nothing. Just when Jimmy started to think the bandit wouldn't show, a figure appeared. A kid in a big hoodie and sunglasses walked toward the lunchbox, looking around suspiciously. Jimmy's heart pounded. This is it. The bandit. The figure opened his lunchbox, grabbed the sandwich, and started to turn away. "Stop, thief!" Jimmy yelled, leaping from behind the trash can. He tackled the figure like a football player. The cafeteria went silent. Everyone stared. Jimmy ripped off the hood dramatically and gasped. "Mrs. Jenkins?" The lunch lady blinked at him. "Jimmy? Why are you tackling me?" Jimmy held up the sandwich. "You were stealing it." Mrs. Jenkins adjusted her hairnet, completely calm. "I wasn't stealing it. I was checking it for allergies." "School policy," Jimmy frowned. "Since when does checking for allergies involve taking my sandwich and leaving a carrot?" Mrs. Jenkins looked confused. "I didn't leave a carrot." Gasps rippled through the cafeteria. The bandit was still at large day 3. Jimmy was ready. He made a trap sandwich. Double peanut butter and honey, so sticky it could glue someone's hands together. He even wrote a new note inside the lunchbox. "Nice try, bandit. This time you're going down." At lunch, Jimmy peeked inside his lunchbox. The sandwich was gone again. But this time, there were 2 carrots. Jimmy stared. "2?" Lisa gasped. "He's escalating." Jimmy read the note that replaced his. "You're funny, Jimmy. Better luck next time." Jimmy froze. "How does he know my name?" Lisa whispered. "He's watching us. Right now." Jimmy looked around. Kids were eating. Teachers were talking. Everything seemed normal. But Jimmy knew better. The bandit was out there. That night, Jimmy upgraded his plan. He brought in cameras. Well, not real cameras, but his old iPad propped up behind a stack of napkins. He hit record, aimed it at his lunchbox, and waited. At lunch the next day, Jimmy checked the footage. The camera showed kids walking by, laughing, eating. And then, at 11:57 a.m., a figure appeared. A figure Jimmy knew very well. Lisa. She opened his lunchbox, took the sandwich, and replaced it with a carrot, smiling at the camera the whole time. Jimmy's jaw dropped. "Lisa, It was you. Lisa grinned. Surprise. Jimmy stared. Why would you do this to me? Lisa shrugged. Because it's funny, and because last year you pranked me by putting hot sauce in my milk carton. Payback, Jimmy. Jimmy groaned. You've been torturing me for 3 days over milk? Lisa held up a half-eaten triangle of peanut butter sandwich. Worth it? Jimmy sighed, but then an idea hit him. He grinned. The next day, Lisa opened Jimmy's lunchbox expecting another peanut butter sandwich. Instead, she found a note. It read, Dear Bandit, you've been caught. And by the way, don't open the juice box. Lisa frowned. What's wrong with the juice box? She poked it, and it exploded confetti everywhere. Jimmy appeared from behind the trash can, filming on his iPad. Gotcha, Lisa groaned, wiping glitter off her hair. Okay, truce? Jimmy grinned. Truce. But next year, Bandit, you'd better watch your back. The end, or is it?